Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today, we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 9. And I liked this episode. I liked it a little bit better than the last episode. This is definitely a Bakugo growth episode. So let's kind of just jump into the team members, Class 1A, Class 1B, talk about their quirks for a minute, do a little summary, and then we'll kind of get into my general thoughts about it. So let's start off with Class 1B. We have Awasi, who has the welding ability. Basically, he can touch things and weld them to other things, which is pretty neat. You know, he can kind of stick stuff together. So think of it as basically glue. I guess more powerful glue is the best way to describe it. But then again, we have another character that has the ability to use glue. And that character's name is literally Bondo. So I thought that was hilarious because his name is Bondo. His head looks really funky, but he has the ability to kind of shoot out glue. It hardens, and then you're stuck. And there's really nothing you can do about it. You're just stuck. That's all she wrote. That's the ability. Shoots out glue, and you're SOL. Then we have a Tokage, and she has the ability to split herself into 50 pieces, which is kind of terrifying. And this ends up messing up Jiro a lot in the episode because, Jiro is like, oh, let's listen for footsteps. But then if you split your body up into 50 paces and then just start smacking a bunch of random stuff, it's a lot harder to pinpoint their location. So it's a very good stealth ability for people that can, kind of try to track down somebody because they're going to listen for vibrations, hear vibrations, feel vibrations. And if your body's split up in a bunch of different pieces, there's really nothing you can do about it. And then the last and final member, who I think is kind of the coolest looking person, is Kamakiri. And he has like this kind of praying mantis ability. He actually looks kind of similar to a praying mantis, is the best way to describe his character. And he has like the Wolverine ability, except I think it's better. So he has the ability to generate razor blades from his body literally anywhere. So we see him, generate them from his arms. He generates it from his back at one point. I think he generates it from his leg at one point to stop him when Bakugo is beating the crap out of him. So those are the 4 team members from Class 1B. Class 1A, you're probably going to be more familiar with. Of course, we have Bakugo, who can blow stuff up. Then we are going to have Jiro, who has the ability to produce sound waves and pretty much locate people through her earphone jacks. We have Sero, whose ability is to tape things. And then, last but not least, we have Sato, who has the ability Sugar Rush. So he is like a giant Hulk when it comes to sugar. So Class 1A versus Class 1B. This is a very quick match. This episode, it's not going to be several episodes. This whole thing concluded fairly quickly. Bakugo's plan was basically like, look, I know I'm the strongest here. I'm an arrogant idiot. But I'm going to go rushing in because they're going to be focused on me because, they're going to think, oh, he's the most powerful. Let's top him first. And then there'll be nothing they can do about it. But no, that is not always the case. But that is their plan. So that's 1B's plan, is basically stop Bakugo first and then worry about the others because Bakugo is going to be the biggest problem. So his plan is, you guys support me and save me when I'm in danger, and I'm going to support you and save you when you're in danger. So he was like, I want to be better than All Might. I want to be the best hero. We're doing this 4-0. So he wants to capture every member of Class 1B and not have any of his teammates captured, which is pretty noble in this particular case. Definitely noble seeing Bakugo do this. Very interesting how this whole situation kind of pans out. So what happens next is they try to set up a trap. Bakugo goes in there, rushing head first. He doesn't want them to set up any type of plan. However, then it looks like 1B has the upper hand because Mr. Bondo, he puts glue all over the tape that Sero put up, and then they knocked it down, causing an issue where it looks like everybody's about to, get crushed by a giant pipe. But then Bakugo comes to the rescue and for the win. He knocks out Glue Boy pretty quick. Fairly quickly. Lizard Girl, that's her name is Lizard, the one that can split her body up into 50 pieces. She can, she's the last one, so she's the last one to get knocked out. Bondo gets hit pretty quickly by Bakugo, gets knocked out, tied up by Sero. Then Awase, the welder guy, he actually stops Bakugo for a brief moment, but then Sugar Rush comes in to save him because he basically welds Bakugo's costume, hero costume, to pipes and other miscellaneous things that are going on around it. And then Sugar Rush comes in, breaks out of it, and then he goes up to him, blasts him, knocks him out, and then Zero yet again uses his ability to tie them up. As for Kamakiri, he basically just confronts him. That's more of like a head-on, one-on-one situation with Bakugo and him. Keep in mind, Bakugo is literally just beating the crap out of everybody in this team, and then his other teammates are supporting him and saving him in the process. He goes up to him, and then Kirakimi is very fast. He's pretty quick, pretty good thinking, but in a close combat situation with somebody that can blow stuff up, there's really nothing he can do. He gets full blasted in the face, and then he is done fairly quickly, and then there's really nothing more that he can do. He's out for the count as well. As for Tokage, what we end up seeing is that she, obviously, after a certain period of time, has to regenerate her body parts. They disappear. They have to go back to her. So Zero comes up with this ability. Hey, I'm going to put my tape in one of the grenades that Bakugo gave me, and it's going to fly into her and blow her up. It's not going to be super powerful. Even Bakugo mentions, because he gives all three of his teammates a grenade filled with the sweat, so it'll blow up. Good to go. He's like, it'll be a distraction, and it's just distraction enough for Bakugo to get in there and blow her face off as well. So, everybody gets their part. Zero gets in there with the tape, tying everybody up and helping with Tokage. At the end, Jiro is using her abilities to try to pinpoint everybody. She actually uses the sound waves as well to kind of stun Awase, so Bakugo can get in there, take him out as well. And then Sugar Rush comes in there to support Bakugo as well, where he is breaking him out of the welding hold at the end. And within 5 minutes, I think it was less than 5 minutes technically, we finish with Bakugo basically defeating everybody. The team is extremely well balanced. Everybody is, they got all the support they need, and they win no problem fairly easily. But then there's still several minutes left in the episode, and you're like, oh, cool, we're going to actually get to see the fight. Deku's going to get in there, and this is going to be the beginning of the fight. But no. This is they do a bunch of build-up to the fight with Deku's team. Deku versus Shinso. That's going to be the whole thing. Their plan is actually very similar to Bakugo's. They realize that Deku is going to be their strongest asset. They realize that Team 1B is going to try to take him out right away, like they tried to take out Bakugo right away initially. So he is going to be the bait. He is just going to jump in there fairly quickly, and then have all of his other teammates support him. So the teammates on Deku's team are going to be Manetta, Mr. Purple Rush, we have Araka, Gravity, and then we have Mina, who, Acid. And of course, we can't, God forbid, we get through one episode without showing one of the characters' dump trucks off. Mina's dump truck was shown in the episode. I don't feel like screenshotting these dump trucks anymore. I did it for a while, but I'm kind of past that point now. Kind of past the dump truck phase of all these characters. So if you watch the episode, enjoy it. If not, whatever. This episode's, we'll give this bad boy an 8 out of 10. Excellent episode overall. I know a lot of people are kind of hating on this right now, but I'm enjoying it. I mean, the last episode was kind of meh. This episode definitely got better, and now we're kind of getting into the bread and butter of this arc that everybody's waiting for. Episode 10, Deku versus Shinso again. Maybe we'll get to see, more of, All for One, or One for All, rather, get activated, see a bunch of crazy quirk things happening. Maybe we'll see the original user of One for All, talking to Deku again throughout the fight. My guess is this is going to span 2 or 3 episodes. We're probably going to get a break. It's probably going to go to episode 12, maybe. I hope not episode 13. But this is definitely going to be like the entire first half of the arc. We definitely need to get some more Todoroki action in there about his family. Need some more information about Hawks, League of Villains, because we've seen like little tidbits here and there of those 3 things, but not really a lot going on. We do see in the preview Gran Torino calling All Might for some sort of reason, so we're not really sure how that whole situation is going to pan out. And what's going to happen, but I think it's going to, we're going to get a little bit of information like going into the next arc, but I'm expecting a break. I don't know if we will get a break or not around episode 12 or so, where basically it'll be a week we don't have it, and then we'll come back, or a couple of weeks, and then come back, but it is a possibility that it's just going to play all 25 episodes together. So we'll just wait and see how it all pans out. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Make a comment down below what you'd like me to do for future cartoon and anime related videos, and turn on that notification bell as well while we're down there so you know when I'm making new content. It's a nice toasty spring day out there, so if you are in a place where it's nice and warm and not raining or wintry, depending on where you're watching this, go out and enjoy the day, have a little bit of fun. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.